Hey guys, so a couple days ago, I was asked to do a client's lawn who was out of town for a few days and was coming home soon. I said sure because I had done the lawn before and I was pretty familiar with it, so I figured why not? And it was all going good on my first loop around here until I realized the client wanted it bagged. So I had to run all the way home, grab the bagger and some bags, and here's me going around my second loop with the bagger on, and it was going great. And then I started on the back and forth strips, and I decided to go diagonal this time to make the lawn look nice. And I went straight down the middle. And this grass was like super thick. Like as you can see, like I am struggling to push this mower through. Now I probably should have set it higher and then done it over again. But I was being kind of lazy. And it was here where I noticed the mower was acting kind of funny, like it wasn't running right. So I checked the oil, realized it was low, and phoned home for some. And while I waited for the oil, I decided to snip some weeds. As I was whippersnipping, the oil arrived, so we put the oil in the mower, emptied the bagger out into a plastic bag, and got right back to work. Then I started going up and down the strips over again after doing the end to make sure all the strips were smooth and the grass was evenly cut, before moving on to the other side of the lawn. And that was it for the front yard, so I moved on to the back and started making my first few passes around the edges. But it wouldn't be a good lawn done if I wasn't messing with my cameraman. So then I continued going, and this is where I started to hit the really thick grass. It just grows really rough in this corner, and it's giving me and my mower a really hard time. It was here where the grass became so thick that it actually shut my mower right off. And after finishing up my second loop around the back, it was time to do the up and down passes. struggling so much with how thick the grass was that I decided to raise the mower deck up by one, so on the way back I could lower it again and go all the way even. I started the long way back, down, up and down each row on the same level I started with, so that every row was the same length and all the passes were very even.
Check it out!
So now we were finished with the mowing on the front and backyard, and I decided to mess with my cameraman again, but I didn't expect this to happen. I had smoked the camera right in the lens. But all things aside, it was time for me to whippersnip the bag, and then I would be finished with the whole lawn. Subscribe, check out the other videos of the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.